Hey guys, welcome to Vanishing Gates. As always, I am your host in the strange, weird, 40 and unexplained Jay, and with me is
very good looking Jack.
The
Look
what?
Look how good I look today. Look at this.
You what?
Arm, look at that.
The
Look at
what?
that arm. Look at that arm. That's a good looking arm, isn't it?
That's a baiting arm. Boom, you get served. Alright, so
I would argue, but I can't do that.
what's our cigar of the show there, Jack?
I have no idea. I can't read anymore. I forgot.
Flor de...
Oh, wait, hold on. Flor de Dominguez.
Yeah, How do you feel about the cigar, Jack?
Actually,
Do you feel fulfilled?
you know, the last week's show, I can't remember which one it was. That one was actually really good. I like that one. But this one, it's not as good. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not bad. But it doesn't, like... Seconds after puffing it, you don't even realize you've puffed it. You're just like...
I have been recovering from being sick all week, so this is a great idea for me to have this cigar.
Exactly.
Yeah, guys, we want to tell you about if you're hungry and you're in Humboldt County, you need to hang out in Henderson Center, more specifically at Dio Sandwiches at 429 Grotto Street, and tell them Vanishing Gate sent you. You'll get a discount on your order. It's a pretty great shop, pretty cool dude that runs it, and quality food and good staff.
I was meaning to stop by last week. I was actually in the area, and I blaps me to even do it.
That doesn't sound like a true follower of the Dio's cult.
Now
Now, you're not going to hear Rainbow
I'm gonna get kicked off
playing in the
roof or anything,
background.
huh?
It's a different kind of Dio, but still good.
Wait, do they only open in the dark?
No. No,
Maybe
they do not.
do.
No, they
Maybe
do not.
You never know.
Yeah.
Things happen.
Now, you know, we're getting close to Halloween, Jack.
We're getting close to Halloween now, everybody. Here we go.
Only like
What about 4th of July?
40 some odd days until
What about the
Halloween.
4th of July, our holiday? For those...
Oh, yeah, by the way, on the line is our buddy from Aurora. Nick is on the line with us tonight for the show. our science guru, and we are going to be talking some aliens and whatnot.
I think we're going to be talking some mad shit.
Yep, mad shit.
We're both sick, and
Nick is
about six.
Nick is imbibing
rivers
some
up.
of that high-class, watery beverage with sugar in it.
And
from
Dave Stock
Puerto
in
Rico.
chat, I do not believe Dio's delivers to Canada, but you can call and ask.
You can ask. Anything can be shipped.
Google it.
Anything. If you can ship yellow cake uranium, you can ship a Dio sub.
We do not. I just want to let you know that Vanishing Gates is not
Condone
it's not
shipping
condone
yellow cake
shipping
uranium.
yellow cake uranium nor purchasing
Or any
yellow
uraniums.
cake uranium.
Or any uraniums.
Or any of the uraniums or the plutoniums or the explosiviums.
What about
whatever?
What about dark chocolate uranium? Is that a thing?
You can buy dolomite if you like, though. It's the hardest substance known to man.
You can order it. Oh God. The next homebrewed stout that I make is going to be called dark chocolate uranium. It's going to picture a dolomite on it. It's the hardest substance known to man. Pretty sure that's me. But
Alright, dark chocolate uranium. That is actually a thing, just so everybody knows this is an actual thing.
oh, that's eerie.
Dave Stock in chat says he can't hear you, so let's just make sure.
Okay, well, Dave says he can't hear. Nick, hold on. Let's see if we can figure this out. How about now?
That's going to create reverb. Reverb.
Savannah. All right. Hey, Dave, in chat, can you hear Nick now? Nick, sing a nice non-racist song. That'd be great. We're live.
Cherry crack corn, I don't care, 'cause I put 'em in the fields. How's that?
This is not going well. Not going well. Nick is going to end up a PewDiePie
Nick!
on the monitor.
We don't need to
Pie's
be on the
approved.
front of Wall Street Journal as the next great, horribly bad group of people.
You want to hang out Logan Paul? Leave me alone. Oh, God. So, Nick, let's talk about
Hey,
some
wait a
Logan
minute,
Paul
wait a minute,
stuff.
wait a minute.
What?
Do you think he'll literally hang around Logan Paul?
You're fired.
I like a little bit of that freak ass.
We're not going to David Carradine this show, okay, guys? Can we reel it back? We do not condone what Logan Paul did or what David Carradine did.
Look,
We find it a little fucked up. We don't condone it.
A lot of fucked up. We don't appreciate any of it. So, Nick, you had a little bit of
no appreciation.
a moment there last week where you kind of called out what you thought was going to happen with Logan Paul, and where's that going? Because seems like it's
Yes,
going somewhere.
That's where we want to know today.
So the latest deal with Logan Paul is obviously YouTube and Google has put the banhammer down his ass. They pulled him off YouTube Red. Completely removed all his advertisements and his projects that were slated for YouTube Red.
Wow.
And then on top of that, they demonetized a lot of his videos. I mean, a lot of his, more than half of his videos have been demonetized.
Really?
And anything in the future is got to be reviewed. Thanks to him and his idiocy, though, a lot of people that are the front page broadcasters have to have their videos reviewed now. So a lot of this shock content that we're all used to on YouTube is probably going to start getting flagged. And if it's not making money, they're not going to make it. So that's all I'll say. Thank you, Logan Paul, you douche.
So basically, Logan Paul killed Vanishing Gates on YouTube. Nice.
Well,
Nice.
yeah,
I think we killed Vanishing Gates on YouTube a long time ago.
Oh man. All
Now, here's
right,
the thing.
So
yeah, he's just, it's just sad. It's sad that that's where it went to. Unfortunately, he made a mistake. But, first of all, let me throw out something. A lot of things have come out in the last week here. Let me put this out there on the plate right now. One, he did not happen upon that body. That was a pre-scripted scene. He actually found the body beforehand, went and reshot the scene with the body in it, so everybody's clear. The reason we know that's for sure now is because somebody watched him in third person actually find the body, go back, they had a meeting, and then he went forward and he shot the scene. So we now know that he's not only a douche, but a super douche.
Okay, look.
That's a thing.
You know,
The Japanese government does want to speak with him. He is possibly facing some very serious charges in Japan. There's a couple that actually carry life sentences in Japan right now, depending on what he did. If he went,
good job.
so in Japan, if he went back and reshot the scene and purposely shot a video of a dead body, that is a crime with a minimum sentence of 15 years in Japan and a maximum life.
just being in Japan is a minimum sentence.
Word. I mean, like,
So,
he done fucked up. Like, there's no argument there.
no, he's in big trouble. He's in big trouble.
I think that's the mic right now.
I just need you to stop dropping cigars, okay? That's for a second.
I'm trying.
So yeah, he's in a lot of trouble right now. Hopefully, he needs to just come out and give the statement to the Japanese authorities. That's what they're currently looking for anyways. Give his side of the story. If he's done wrong, admit he's done wrong. YouTube, he's upset right now because his biggest argument this morning is that he's losing so much ad revenue and he's losing huge contracts that he had. Well, nobody cares about that. If you ain't got enough common sense to know that you're running a multi-million-dollar corporation and posting videos is not the key to that business, you should have enough sense to know better to post crap like that to YouTube, especially if that's your bread and butter. So, like our buddy Draven told me today, he's made a lot of money or whatever, but all the money in the world is not going to change the fact that he's really messed up. So, he likes to spend money as quick as he's making it, so I'm sure it won't be long until he's freaking broke.
Well, he's gotten in trouble for a few things. And this one was just the one that
Hold on.
pissed everyone off so much ad nauseum.
Hold on. First off, here's the thing. There's another side to this coin, and with the YouTube thing, it's a bunch of crap. Because YouTube knew he was doing wrong, he was doing crap previously. And they show favoritism horribly.
They did.
And they showed favoritism for him because because now all of a sudden they're going back and they're demonetizing old videos. Why were those videos okay
because
previously?
money talks and bullshit walks, and now people are pissed at YouTube anyway. YouTube has gotten called out because they were demonetizing things that was stupid. They were using their little ad bot thing to shut down channels. Like, we got demonetized on a couple. We got, not demonetized, but we got shut down on like 90% of our videos. at one point.
Well, the more and more it seems like YouTube doesn't want private content makers anymore. Is what it looks like. There's more and more they don't want private people making videos.
Well, they turned around and did what they were going to do in the end. It's just what happens. That's why we want to tell you we're launching Vanishing Gates tube. Nick, you better get on that.
It's up to you, Nick.
Yeah, launch that tomorrow. Nick will personally check out every video you post.
Oh, make a good day.
Time for that.
Post all your videos in care of Wicked and
But that said, this year we are trying to transition things, guys, to multi-format. Nick and I are going to be working here pretty soon on breaking down the videos and separating the audio so we can have them up on the podcast channels. So we will be going back to podcast format as well, not just the video format live.
I'd have to post on bid.me too.
What the hell does that mean?
It's a new platform that's trying to be competition for YouTube. It's called bid.me.
That's not going to go nowhere.
Yeah,
Nope.
the bid.me thing, I will tell you right now, YouTube is going to swallow them up like a little baby lemming. It's not going nowhere.
That just sounds like a weird porno site.
Google is too big to fail, folks. Way too big to fail.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And yeah, and M in chat, no, it's not a conspiracy theory, it's a real thing.
This cigar sucks.
You lit it funky.
It gutted.
It's fine.
I lit it
What's wrong with
perfectly, and now it just gutted. Give me that cutter. Give me the cutter.
I'll just write a comment to the website and I'll get a new cigar out of it, it's fine.
Terrible.
So Nick, let's
Terrible.
talk some UFOs and aliens, man. What's been going on in the news anyway?
so I was just looking at a couple things that were going on. We had an alien incident over Ukraine yesterday. Not many people got aware of it, but I guess there was a unidentified object, green light object over a military base in Ukraine.
Quick question.
Funny about it was there were Soviet fighter jets in the area, so there was a confirmation on radar of the object. So I'm waiting to see some more about that in the news. It takes a while for news to get it from over there over us. I've been on the MUFON webpage looking at their stuff and talking to the guys on the phones over there. It's been pretty quiet ever since the spiral light incident in the air. They did tell me to do some more research in that. They said that, we just kind of touched on it a little bit. We should probably touch on it hard. They gave me a couple of dates. There's a 1946 date that's been photographed and documented. There was another documented case from like 1923. Another one from 1907. I guess the most famous viewing of that would be the Great San Francisco earthquake. There actually was a phenomenon like that was reported over the water 2 days before the Great San Francisco earthquake. So that's kind of cool. I want to do some touch base on that, see if I can't find some information on that. I think that'd be something fun to take care of. Also, kind of touch base on a lot of things here. But let's talk about me and Jay. We're talking about the Wright-Patterson film today.
The Patterson-Gimli.
Patterson film.
Patterson-Gimli.
So,
Right, Patterson is an Air Force base.
Right, Patterson is an Air Force base.
I'm sorry, right, Patterson, yeah. I've had a tipsy time. Anyways, so, come to find out yesterday, there was a version of that film that showed up that is a lot clearer than any other version that's been viewed, and a lot longer, and it actually has about 15 more seconds of frames than the other versions we've all seen, that clearly shows the creature rushing through the other side of the ravine there and going up through the rocks and over the trees and over the epic. So I'm trying to get a copy of that so we can put it on the Vanishing Gates website and maybe upload it to the YouTube channel so that everyone could view it. That way we could get some discussion going on that. That'd be kind of fun.
Well, it's not really
Yeah,
impossible to fake that.
Well,
though, would it be?
that I do know about because I talked to someone who has. Okay, so with that video, you talked about it earlier, Nick. With that video, it's the video you see of the Patterson-Gimli footage is multiple copies deep, and you guys know if you make a copy of a copy, it comes out crappier and crappier every time. That's why Jax exists, and he's blonde instead of a ginger. He's a copy of copies, and
At least I have eyebrows.
That doesn't even
At
make any
least I have
sense.
eyebrows.
Because we're brothers. You're not my kid.
At least I have eyebrows.
I have eyebrows too. You don't have eyebrows. You have a brow. A big, rigid
Beautiful brow.
a brow. You look like a cave person, fella. So,
Still look good.
but someone I spoke to has a second generation copy, so a copy of the direct copy of that footage. And when I spoke to her, she was very clear on how crisp and pristine it looks compared to what we see in that footage. And there is, again, she said, more of it than that, like what you were saying.
Look.
Yeah, it's on the forums now that there's at least 15 seconds of more footage. There's like a couple minutes of footage beyond what we normally saw.
Yeah.
But there's 15 seconds of actual walking footage that we haven't seen yet.
I'm confused. Like, okay, so it's easy to fake this stuff nowadays. So easy.
Well, it was easy to fake it then. We're not going to go to the Bigfoot spiel again about Patterson and the hoax, but he was actually in the area like a couple months ago. I think he was up in Willow Creek the week after I was at Bigfoot Days. So
he's still chopping up and getting ready for you guys.
Yeah, the Bigfoot Days footage. Guys, what's happened is, I didn't tell Jack, I'm going to incorporate that footage into our Bigfoot hunt that we're going to be doing.
I like how if you look at the bottom of the screen, you can see my white ass knees.
Yeah, I didn't adjust the camera properly for that one, did I?
No, there it is.
You have some very pasty knees, bro.
Thank you.
We need to work on the lighting, too, for the studio. Anyway, Nick, so what else you got for us?
Dark webs, back webs, here's the beauty. The internet is an open source format. So what we see as the internet every day, we really aren't seeing the full internet as a whole. Like there's a way to go to Tornet and stuff like that. You can actually go to a back end of the internet.
Yeah.
And on the back side of the internet, when you search a phrase, you're going to see links from everything. So Google omits a lot of stuff because they don't want your search engine to turn up. Like, it says 25 million results in 1.2 seconds. Well,
Yeah.
There's actually 250 million results in 4 seconds. But it takes 4 seconds to get those results, so they omit the stuff that they don't want to index. Dark webs does the exact opposite, back webs. But there's two versions. Let's clarify this. The dark web is a place for hackers. It's a place known for hackers. It's where hackers go to talk.
Yeah.
There's dark web IRC channels where they're ran off the dark web, where they can't be monitored by the NSA and spoofs. But let's be honest, they can be monitored.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's the back web. The back web is a peer-to-peer search engine which indexes pages locally. So every individual computer in the country and the world will index pages that are in its local area. Everything. It indexes everything, okay, on its local internet. What the back webs do is they give you centralized databases for that indexing. So all your index files, all your index sites go to the back web. So say I search chocolate chip cookie. When I search chocolate chip cookie,
I bet you do.
I'm gonna get, I love cookies. I'm gonna get immediately. I'm gonna get a couple results. They're gonna give me recipes, places to buy cookies, places in my area that sell cookies. Now on the back web, what you're gonna get is you're gonna get a recipe up top. Okay. And then you're gonna get backstories. Okay. They're gonna give you one recipe and a bunch of links instead of so. When you click that one link, instead of opening up a page, what it does is it opens up a whole other search with all of those searches in it so that you can actually go through what you want to look for. So what the back web does is the back web lets us index information that wouldn't be readily available to the internet.
Yeah.
Problem is when you get stuff like the dark webs, those dark webs will index stuff like databases of your social security numbers, your private information, your email address, your date of birth, your kids' names, your mother's maiden name, and they trade that information in huge files. So go to the dark web and you type in search social security database registry file or social security database dump, and you'll get a list of 150,000 people's identities, social security numbers, date of birth, blah blah blah. And they sell those for millions of dollars. So they'll sell one document for $20 million. Generally, people who are selling these are people from Libya, Nigeria, bad for it. So you get huge stuff, large databases, and it's always, just so everyone knows, it's always U.S. citizens information. You know why it's U.S. citizens information?
Because we rock.
Because our economy's strong. For to enter this country and be a citizen, you have to have a social security number. That's why. So generally, people are trying to get to this country. so they'll sell huge blocks of data. That's why when you get those robocalls from, Microsoft tech support, my name is Hajib. That's because he stole your information on a file that he got off the dark web somewhere.
Yeah, they do sell files of phone numbers and stuff and information frequently. We actually, if you guys.
Let me make a quick statement. As an employee of Microsoft for 25 years, Microsoft will never, ever, under any circumstances, call your phone. No matter what.
Unless you're friends with Bill Gates and he's really bored.
Can I be friends with Bill Gates? Can you?
He won't call your phone. Your phone will just turn on, and all the devices in your house will speak to you at one time. But we did. If you guys go back and
I wonder if that's how Bill Gates summons people. All their electronics turn on, then a booming voice
demons.
through the
He
room.
just talks to people by
Bill Gates, which is to
all
see
of
you
your
at
devices
3.
are on. We did an episode back a while ago on the deep web. I hate calling it the dark web because dark web is more like the reference of the open source web, the open web, the deep web, the clear net, where all the nefarious things are pooled together. It's not like it's lower than everything else. It's
I think
that's where like you can hire hitmen and trade Bitcoin.
Here's the thing though about this is that I think Nick, correct me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't matter where you log on or what you're doing. If you're anywhere in the world and you log on to the internet at all, they know you're doing it. No matter what you do, they know you're doing it.
They can know. I mean, it's like you only have X amount of people. And, okay, so like the world's oceans, we've explored like what, less than 5% of our own ocean. But we've explored less than that. We know less than that. We can't index that much of the internet.
We'll get to the moon eventually because I want to talk about that. Okay, so here's the thing though. Is the whole purpose of... I'll explain later. Anyways. The whole purpose of things like what YouTube's doing right now with its algorithms is to make a bot that can basically siphon through billions of bits of information at a time and find people.
But there's a lot of errors that happen when that happens. So it's not a person knowing it, it's a bot that might know it. But you can't index everything, and not everything is hooked together in the way you think it is what I'm trying to say. You can get caught. People get caught all the time, thank goodness, because there's some dirty-ass crap that goes on in the underlying parts.
You know, that makes me wonder if we should tell people they can get caught. Because you kind of want the morons to do the moronic things so they get caught.
Well, why? You already got guys like Logan Paul getting caught.
True enough.
Because they're just showing their dick out there, like, hey, here's my penis.
Vanishing Gates doesn't...
There's no better way to say it. Like,
Vanishing Gates does not condone you waving your penis out there.
I mean, I'm not against it, but I don't want to see it. Yeah, you keep your sausage to yourself.
You take that onto yourself. You do what you want.
I read something earlier this week. I think it was yesterday. I was reading some article where it said that if you're watching porn, there's roughly 300 million people watching porn at the same time that you are.
That's
like the biggest orgy ever.
I think one of the funniest things is like when net neutrality was getting ready to go down. Nick, actually, you can maybe vouch or correct me if I'm wrong. But the biggest person behind keeping net neutrality, I think one of the single largest donors in the top 3 was Pornhub.
Pornhub was the number 2 donator, yes. Pornhub was number 2.
Because they're like, nah, they're going to regulate the crap out of us.
They haven't, though. I mean, there was no regulations prior to 2015.
You know, it's interesting because when net neutrality went down, I was freaking out. I was one of the people who was for it. And then Jay sits down, he goes, Jack, you do know that it's only been in for like 2 years. I'm like, what?
3 years.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it's not.
It's that old. It's that
young. It's just something to worry about, guys. People worry about enough things. Let's worry about like a YouTube star filming a hanging body in Japan instead.
The ironic thing is, a lot of people thought. Hold on. Well, to hit on that real quick, a lot of people thought it would be this.
I didn't want to do this.
No. I mean, a lot of people thought that it was going to be them charging people to go to websites and stuff. But that's not what it is. The biggest thing that net neutrality was stopping was saying like Google deciding not to show Amazon stuff or deciding to put their stuff on the list first. And that was actually the biggest hit that was going to happen with net neutrality, was that they're not showing other people's purchasable products. They're only showing theirs.
Which was already happening anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It was already something that was taking place no matter what.
So anyway, Aliens.
And Xbox still sucks. That's cool.
Hey, PlayStation.
Whoa, that almost came out hard right there. Whoa.
That was some hate speak. That was some hate speak. You have an Xbox now.
I know.
You need to get into the group more. Guys, also, if you're an Xbox gamer and you want a good crew to hang out with that's going to offend you at every possible chance, check out MSCP Gaming.
Every corner of offense will happen, and everybody will be offended equally.
We like to fence the nation.
I believe
All the
MXCP is
nations.
an equal opportunity offender.
We are. And hey, guys, don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe. And what I was going to say back with the Deep Web thing is we did an episode on that. It's on our YouTube channel. Go check that out. Please follow it. Turn on the notifications when we go live, when we put up a new video. We haven't started going live yet with YouTube because we're doing the Facebook thing right now. But once I get a little more situated,
also
with
share
computers,
also share our Facebook thing.
yeah. Also, that's a big deal too. Any likes, follows, shares, subscribes on any of that is a huge thing, and shares is a big thing too. Right? Isn't that right, Nick?
That's right. Sure, it's a fun thing to have.
It helps our algorithms, which is
It helps
not what you
all
might
the
think it
algorithms.
is. We love to help your algorithms.
We love the algorithm. We love YouTube and we love Facebook. Please put us up there.
All right, so some of you guys, and Nick, I want your input on this. Some of you guys might have noticed I put that picture up on the Facebook page of the guy with the shoplifting tag hunting for Bigfoot. It's actually on Netflix.
Hold on, tell me about this, because I don't know what the heck you sent me, but you sent me something about this.
Oh, dude.
I want to hear it now.
So one of our viewers suggested I watch this movie, this documentary. They watched it online. It's on Netflix, so I watched it on Netflix. About 10 minutes into the movie, this guy is talking about finding Bigfoot. And actually, this is something I think Dave Stock, one of our buddies from Canada, actually had sent me a picture of the Bigfoot image some time ago. I want to say months and months ago. But in the documentary, I'm watching it, and the guy has a straight up shoplifting prevention, theft prevention tag. It's a big plastic tag on his coat. So I posted this thing on the page like never before has Netflix exposed a Bigfoot hunter to be a shoplifter. So as far as I know, Vanishing Gates is the first place to find that. But did you watch that
You should have
documentary?
switched that documentary to finding or Bigfoot finding shoplifters.
I couldn't finish it after that. And the viewer that suggested it, I spoke to the person like, well, did you finish it? I'm like, no, after the shoplifting tag, the guy pretty much lost all credibility. Like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't
Aliens.
finish it.
I only have, and here's the thing. Aliens are out there. And I want to get to the moon.
Tom DeLong thinks so. Well, they touched you. Did they?
Yeah, I want to talk about aliens. I want to talk about a very sensitive and proper subject. Sorry, coming to me. Alien rape. Now, if you feel like you've been raped, I'm sorry, I've been drinking. Let's talk about alien rape. I googled this.
Why do we?
I thought, what the hell? It can't be real, right? It can't be
Why do we
real.
continue? Justice Helper.
There is literally hundreds of support groups of people that support you if you feel
If you have been molested by aliens, yeah.
and raped you.
Probed you. I think probe is the proper word there, Nick.
No, it's rape. I will Google it and send it to you. Alien rape syndrome. Oh my God, yes, that happened.
Vanishing Gates does not condone
rape.
alien rape.
Ever.
Nope. Not even once.
Syndrome right here.
Not even once.
You know, Paco takes the night off and Nick just brings the fury into the weirdest direction.
So what I was going to talk about is how the moon landing was fake.
Moon landing was not fake.
First off, actually, okay, so
I like your diversion tactic, though.
it's less that the moon landing is fake, but I actually have a real question about the moon landing and why we don't go to space, because this is kind of what Nick was talking about.
Leave the chat. Enjoy this.
Oh, it's not scrolling. You have to scroll now.
What the crap? There we go.
No, you have to scroll down. It's not scrolling. That's why we haven't been seeing what people are saying.
Oh, I know. I've been
I
trying to
hate
ignore
this
it.
thing.
No shoe on No shoe on head. What's wrong with you? Oh God.
So
Oh. Man.
anyways,
India.com is a totally legit source.
Totally legit. It's gonna be #1 in the top legit.
So guys, if you're watching
category.
this and you want to hear if you guys want to not just hate us, go look into the chat and see what was Nick posted, that article. He wasn't just being a jerk. We don't make fun of the rappy you does. I just...
came across it. I'm like, what? Did I even think? Oh,
This world is amazing, and it's probably ending soon.
Anywho.
That skull-shaped meteorite heading towards the planet.
So,
Skull meteorite. Are we talking about it or what?
Yeah, I thought that was one of the topics we wanted to cover. Then you went into holy.
I was going to talk about my
support
argument.
groups for being probed.
Yeah, don't talk about your argument, Jack.
What's your argument, Jack?
My argument
Jack, what's your argument?
is more or less my question. Was that I was okay? So I was saying that I listen to people who say we didn't land on the moon, and they've never given one argument that I thought would have been more plausible. With how greedy we are as a culture, with how advanced we are, with the fact that 50 years ago, or what was it? I think it was 50 years ago. How long ago did we start going on the moon? About 50? 50 years ago?
Yeah, 50 years.
It was 50 years ago we first landed on the moon, and we stopped. How long ago did we stop making rockets to go up in space?
After Challenger
Which was, I don't remember the dates.
in the 80s.
Okay,
70s.
Here's the thing: the computers that were on the
70s
Challenger,
or 80s.
the computers that were on the Challenger aren't even as good as the technology in his crappy phone. So, my question comes to this.
Careful. He likes his phone.
I mean, no, he's right though. I mean, technically speaking.
Here's the question I always had is, as a species that's running out of resources, that's always looking for new resources and new ways to make money, why aren't we going to that moon that we've been to with the advanced technology?
Why are we
have?
going to that moon? Because we're focused on the International Space Station.
No. Why aren't we going to a place or designing a way to get minerals off of another area of space? Mars, the moon. There's stuff out
Oh,
there.
he's going to go flat Earth on us.
No.
Oh, will you stop?
The Earth is spherical.
It's not spherical
It's
either,
actually
but it
an
ain't
orb.
flat.
It's an orb.
Barely an orb.
Well, it's with the ocean.
It's
Technically
basically
an
a
orb,
crater-faced teenager.
Yeah. But my question is why we aren't out there trying to get into space, trying to mine things. If we'd been to the moon previously and we can get to space and we've been advancing this fast through technology, and if Elon Musk is indeed firing rockets into space and he's just a random billionaire, he's not a country, he's just some random billionaire making things.
No, hold on.
Without the
Elon Musk
power
is
of the
being
nation behind
funded
it.
by our money. He's the power of the nation is in Elon Musk's pocket. We're paying for all of your tax
So then
dollars.
why is it that Russia can still send crappy Soyuz rockets up there, but we can't seem to make enough?
Well, the same
to go
reason,
mine up
Jack,
there.
that North Korea landed a man on the sun. Shut up.
Yeah.
And you're saying that's
It's
fake?
been in air.
Are you saying that's fake?
It's been in air.
Al Gore invented the internet. Like,
Just continue. Continue. What about the skullhead rock though now?
half the country's frozen. You want to talk about that?
Nah, screw 'em.
Crocodiles have built-in snorkels. They put their mouth out. Most people thought, oh, it's never been this cold in Florida. But crocodiles instinctually know to get their nose right out of the water before a hard freeze so they can survive through the cold. Did you know that?
No, I did not. That is great
Boom!
information.
Boom! Screw
Mind
you and your
blown.
weather.
Mind blown. So,
Nature takes
Skull
care.
Rock.
We're going to get fucked, but nature's fine.
Skull rock
All
through
right,
the
skull
sky.
meteorite. Nick, let's talk
Meteorite.
about this skull asteroid meteorite thing. I think it's an asteroid.
Don't forget to
It
like,
looks
share,
like
and
a
subscribe.
skull. I wish I would have saved pictures of it. I would put it up.
Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, everybody.
It is a meteorite or an asteroid. You guys still there?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I
no,
was
here.
letting you talk.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it is an asteroid. Sorry, my brain is like, it's like, wow. I'm literally like doodling 500,000 things here at one time, so I can make sure we have topics. Okay, so yeah, it's going to. It's basically a mile-and-a-half wide asteroid that is flying by Earth or flying through our solar system that exhibits a very slow orbital pattern. So it's flying by a very slow, first of all, for normal space debris. And when they smack it with radar, it looks like a skull. It's actually really interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, I thought that would be more climactic.
Hold on here. I'm trying to get an actual.
So it's a giant spinning rock that's not going to affect us in any way. Just
Well, no, it might. It might actually hit us.
Oh, let's hope it hit Jersey.
Well, no, because if it hit Jersey, it's big enough where it would wipe us out as a species.
Let's hope it starts with Jersey.
So we didn't realize this, but this thing actually went by us on Halloween Day.
Oh, did it really?
Okay.
Oh,
But
behind
actually,
on my.
here's the best part.
We're still here.
So we caught it. It's going to go around the sun, and it's going to actually make a second flyby of the Earth.
Oh, okay.
So it's the only object we've ever recorded in space that's going to do this. So it made a very close flyby of Earth on Halloween. We never saw it until it was past us. But now that we've caught it, it's going to go around the sun, it's going to come back, and it's going to make a second flyby by us in April. And it should be close enough that you can see it actually visibly with the naked eye.
Okay, so
So here's what we do.
let me ask you an important question right now. How the hell did we miss a giant mile-wide asteroid?
Well, dude, it's that far above the.
That's so common, you just don't know.
You don't even know.
2 years ago, we missed a 31-mile-wide chunk of rock.
Yeah.
That flew by the Earth. We never caught it until it was on its way out of the solar system.
Well,
We're
yeah, that's the thing,
amazing.
People reported seeing the object fly through the sky. NASA brushed all of them off a year earlier, saying that you were mistaken.
Yeah.
It was just a space station. People reported this object going through the air, right? Over the air, over the sky. With a visual eye, they could visually see the object. It looked like about the size of a pencil eraser in space.
Well, do you remember when?
So
Do you remember in Russia when that meteorite went through? And we only saw it, and it hit Russia.
So,
But
wait a minute.
it was a small meteorite. But everybody in Russia has dash cams.
What that
because their
thing in,
insurance has to have them have it.
What that tells me about the 31-mile wide thing, or about the asteroid, is that we don't want that to happen.
$80 million a year we earmarked for that program. Is that enough?
Well, no, I mean, here's the thing that gets me with the question is essentially what I garnered from that knowledge of not talking about a 31-mile wide is that they didn't want to cause panic, and so that there's a chance that they actually believed it was going to hit Earth, and they just didn't say anything.
No, they knew it wasn't. It wasn't on the right trajectory. They were mathematically able to figure it wasn't going to hit.
They can't even see the damn thing. How can they mathematically
Dude, do you know what
decide that it's not
satellites and
gonna hit?
telescopes are? Like, those are things we have in the air. I know you think the Earth is flat, but we do have satellites and telescopes
I've
that
never
can see
thought the
all
Earth was
around
flat.
us.
I've never thought the Earth was flat.
Well, Eddie Bravo from 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu thinks the Earth is flat.
Yeah, well,
And he can kick
I
your
hope
ass.
Eddie Bravo kicks your
He
ass.
can kick your ass.
I want him
Round
to
the
kick
clock.
your ass.
He can totally kick my ass. I'm not even playing. That guy can whoop my ass.
Eddie Bravo, if you want to be on the show and tell us why.
Please be on the show. I'll buy you a
You
cigar.
know I'll never see this.
We're in Humboldt County, Eddie. If you want to smoke some reefer, I could hook you up with a guy. It's illegal now in California.
Except
He's in-
federally it's not, so
It doesn't matter.
we also don't
It
condone.
doesn't matter. We don't not condone. You know, pot should never have been illegal.
Not
It should
even slightly.
never have been illegal.
Not even slightly.
It was one of the stupidest things to make. And this isn't even a political argument for either side of the fence. It should never have been illegal. It's like booze. Shouldn't prohibit it.
I disagree.
It's a natural thing.
That's why when I eventually become Emperor of Earth, I shall, in fact,
Be
Bring back
assassinated on day one.
all of these things and make working 24 hours a day a requirement.
You can't even work 4 hours a day. What are you talking about? What are
Oh.
you, Cleopatra?
Oh, my bad. Sorry. My bad. I'll change that platform then. Everybody works one hour. Doesn't even work. I know. Someone's going to be like, he's about to become the Emperor. All right, let's kill him real quick.
What was that, a Benetton ad where all the people are behind you in different, like, everybody's working in unison and hanging out
Everybody.
and buying nice sweaters? Like, it's not you. All right, so covered that.
So we're all screwed by the
What
skull
was
when
the-
it comes
we-
back
I
around
know
like
there's
a
a couple
rail
other things we
shot.
talked about. What else? A rim shot.
A
We're gonna
rail
kill by a
shot.
rim shot asteroid.
A rail shot. Like essentially, a rail shot. Like it's going around the sun to gain speed, and then it comes back around and it whips it harder, like it's being shot.
Okay,
out of a
well, that's
sled.
how the whole entire freaking solar system works. Is on a big.
Why does that turn me on when you guys say that?
No idea, bro.
There was some other news
Little
stuff we
drunk.
talked about earlier, and Nick's had a few rums, and I'm.
Hold on, real quick. I want to give a shout out to Gimpy Eye and Draven. Gimpy Eye and Draven, you guys are awesome.
Gimpy Eye.
Gimpy eye.
Are you talking about Steven?
Gimpy Eye and Draven, love you,
Oh, yeah. Hey, Gimpy Eye and Draven, please don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe.
I'm also gonna ban the name Dave. And all Dave shall be purged.
This show's got off real fast. God bless all of you.
I had a feeling that was going to happen. Paco's not here, so and Nick is the guest, so we gotta keep up the good works here. I do want to mention real quick, on the 27th we'll be having our 1-year anniversary show of Vanishing Gates.
Jay will strip live on camera.
I will not. I promise you, I will not
I
strip
won't
live
be
on
here.
camera. That said, if you do want me to strip, it's going to cost extra. You can check out my cam site.
My Jeremy Kill.
Wasn't gonna name sites there, Nick. Thanks. No.
Nice. All right. So,
Oh man.
has there been any good alien sightings recently? UFOs?
Paco shared a pretty good alien sighting on the viewer discussion page, which
No, I don't.
was not good.
I don't want to. I don't want to go there.
I don't know how good it was. Whatever.
I didn't see it. I know nothing.
So, did you hear anything else about the? Let's go into the more the pop culture part of it. Have you heard anything else about the merger between Disney and Fox? Because I was kind of concerned.
What does this have to do
future-
with aliens?
Literally, what I was going to.
Oh,
The
go for it.
future of the Aliens franchise. Because I think Ridley
Oh, God.
Scott actually chimed in a little bit about. Have you paid attention to that at all?
Ridley Scott chimed in and said that he would not do any aliens movies with Disney. Period.
Yeah. See, I liked the standpoint that all xenomorphs are Disney princesses now. Kind of liked that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, seemed good. I'm more worried about Deadpool than I am about Aliens. I think the Alien franchise will just go on forever. Whereas I think that Deadpool might take a big stab in the neck. Has there been any news on that at all?
I think they're gonna ruin Deadpool.
Don't-
I just feel like that's gonna happen.
Can we not have that happen, please? I was
Look.
looking so forward to Deadpool.
Hold on.
I'm not one of those guys that the
Wait.
Deadpool movie came out. Suddenly, I'm a fan. Like
Hold
I've been a
on.
fan of Deadpool, reading the comics for
Yes.
a long time.
Deadpool is awesome. So here's the thing. We
Before
have one
that
hope.
horrible Wolverine
Wait.
movie ruined it.
We have one hope. Disney owns the largest portion of porn in the world.
I mean, can you say that out loud and be honest about it? Because I don't know if that's actually true. I don't know if that's factual. That might be
They
slander.
own a crap ton of porn of the porn industry.
Oh man, they might. I mean, it would be smart. It would
They
be a smart
do.
move.
A very large stake in Vivid Video, just so you guys know.
Yeah, they own
Which
part of
one's
the porn
Vivid?
industry.
Which one's Vivid? I gotta check that out.
So,
Would you like to build a
Disney.
snowman? I mean, something totally different.
Disney, don't hand it over to the princess makers. Let's hand it to someone who knows what they're doing in the porn industry.
Sweet porn. Sweet porn.
There's nothing sweet about porn. What's wrong with you?
Sweet, luscious porn.
Swing low, sweet, horny.
This show went downhill rapidly.
We're not doing well, guys. We're not doing well at all. Abort, abort, abort!
Two of us are sick and one of us is drunk. This is going downhill rapidly.
We're going down.
Oh, man.
Let's talk about something fun. You guys want to talk about something fun? Let's
Yeah.
talk about Xbox.
Oh
Okay.
God, let's not.
Who's looking forward to Far Cry 5?
Me?
Here's a conversation. I am really looking forward. So as
Actually,
an
me too.
Xbox employee, I got a chance to go in and play with it for about
What?
2 hours.
What?
Yeah, it is legit. It is, how do you say, ghoulish move? That's how good it is. It
Oh,
doesn't
man.
even have a word.
I've loved every Far Cry game that I've
Far
played.
Cry is an excellent
For
series.
real.
And there's a lot of people
I
like
cannot wait for it.
we
I
can't.
have been neck
Here's the
deep in
thing.
Assassin's Creed Origins the last few days. You
I
know that,
cannot.
Nick.
I cannot avoid the elephant in the room with Far Cry 5, and that's a lot of people arguing that it's based off a religious nut job cult like Christianity.
Oh, that's the best part.
That is. I mean, okay, so and Nick, you're one of these guys. We are gun-loving goofballs. We are Second Amendment guys. We love our firearms. We love to shoot. We love to have our rights. Now, I was a little perturbed about the Gadsden flag being portrayed in a negative way for a second, and then I realized, hey guys, calm your tits. That doesn't really matter for the game because there's nut jobs in every part and every side of the fence.
Favorite part.
And everybody not everybody, but a bunch of people got uptight saying, oh, well, this is trying to make anybody that likes guns or wants to be part of a militia seem like some kind of weird religious psychopath. And that's not, I don't think that's at all what this game is trying to do. I don't think it's even kind of right. Now, if you played the last Far Cry, if you were to think the same way, you'd think everyone in the Pacific Islands was a psychopath. You know, like it's not a thing. So it was a, you know, they got to portray something.
Primal was good, but they got rid of the multiplayer. It kind of destroyed the game.
There was multiplayer to that?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't talking about Primal. I was talking about the one prior. I didn't play Primal. My bad. The one
Primal
prior
was
to that.
awesome.
Up to 12 players of Far Cry 5
Nice.
at a time in a group. Going nuts, just laying waste to little towns, shooting
Nice.
people in the face for no apparent reason.
It's the American dream.
Wait, can I be like Vladimir Putin and ride a bear?
I mean, so
Can I Vladimir Putin and ride a bear without a shirt on?
I don't think he actually rode a bear. That was a horse. I don't know what your bears look like where you're
I
from,
prefer
Jack.
to think about.
Like glue? I'm gonna ride this bucket of glue.
Vladimir Putin's taming Winnie the Pooh and riding it.
I'm not trying to piss off Vladimir Putin because he could probably kick my ass. He's like a 7th degree black belt in Kyokushin, and he was a spy. The guy was a foot and a half away from Ronald Reagan when he was a spy for the KGB. Oh, I'm not saying anything mean about him. I'm just saying, like, hey, in Soviet Russia, bear fucks you. We don't condone hacks at all.
We don't condone it.
Now, that said, let's talk about hacks. Gaming-wise, how many people have we deleted from Xbox for hacking in our time together, Nick? A lot.
Well, you play Destiny 2 and you think it's a good game, so your argument isn't valid.
You play a PlayStation, you have no say.
You play Destiny
Boom.
2 and think it's a good game, and so all of your opinions in the gaming industry are invalid.
You have...
I have both, and the PlayStation is better.
I will buy you 2 years of Xbox Live if you bring your PlayStation on the show and we smash it with a hammer.
Never.
Smash
My
it.
5-year-old PlayStation is better than the Xbox S.
No, it's not.
And the One. It's better than
No,
the
it's
Xbox
not.
X.
The graphics are garbage.
It's better.
The controllers are garbage.
Better.
This
The,
is hate
the
speech.
controls are better. The games are better.
See, guys like Jack are what Far Cry 5 should have been about.
It
Religious
is
zealots.
better. I have played both. Oh, really? I have played both. That's religious zealous does not try opposite things. I've tried Xbox One. I liked Xbox One for while I played it, and when I'm playing multiplayer with my with you and everybody, I enjoy it.
The one time?
But the system in and of itself, it looks. I will guarantee you this. It has better graphics.
Mhm.
Its controls are good.
Uh-huh.
But it has
Moving
so many freaking times it just shuts down on me.
It's
It
your
messes
internet.
up. No, it is not. My internet doesn't just cause a blue screen, just crash,
Okay.
and then
so
shuts itself down.
What you need to do is talk to someone that you know that works at Microsoft that can help you fix your internet, your Xbox problem.
I know how to open my ports. I've done it on my PlayStation.
Yeah, that's not the same thing.
It is not as good.
Okay,
PlayStation
when you
is
open your ports
much
on
more
your PlayStation,
stable.
you literally hold the console from the top and reach in the back and pull the plug, and then throw the tampon out.
Look,
That's how you open your port on your
So-
PlayStation.
what you do with I like how you guys have you love Xboxes. At least when they crash and inevitably burn and die, which they all
Mine have
will.
never had that problem. I've
You
never
can
had a
place
problem
the
with
giant
Xbox,
brick
ever.
on the edge of the earth where it's like starting to sink, and you just drop it on
On
there.
the edge of the earth.
It'll bring it down.
You will flip the flat earth with your Xbox.
You will flip
Jack
that shit
says.
with your Xbox.
We like Xbox because
It
we like
works.
our credit card information not to be sold on the
Oh, snap, son. Now, what you should do is have
It's
Nick...
not my fault that Microsoft is hacking PlayStation every other day.
Yeah, right, that's what it is.
Not my fault that Microsoft
It's like
is hacking
iPhone.
PlayStation.
It's like Apple's not slowing down iPhones that are older.
You know
with
what?
Updates.
Apple is doing that.
We should talk about that. The Apple. Okay, so customers are complaining because their iPhones are getting slower when they have older
my God,
iPhones
hold
after
on.
a new update, and Apple is aggressively
Hold on.
saying no.
Let me
Oh,
hold
you
this.
have one?
Let me hold this piece of crap up. Okay, my mother-in-law had an iPhone 6. I had a Galaxy S7 Sky. It's a crappy old Galaxy.
That is garbage, yeah.
That was actually decent.
When
I
you gotta
got
learn
this.
to go to LG.
I got
Man.
this. This thing is like just a few seconds faster. Like I don't have to wait 2.5 seconds for stuff to load. But guess what?
It's 1.5
But
seconds.
guess what I do have to worry about? If I open something, 10 minutes later, I will have to worry about plugging the fucking thing in. Because the battery dies at 3 times the speed of a Galaxy.
I think Jack's angry.
This
Is
piece
that
of crap
an
dies.
Angry young man.
I
that an
texted.
Apple? Do you
It's
have
an
an
Apple
iPhone?
iPhone. I texted my wife. That's all I did. I texted my wife. That's all I did. All day. I texted her exactly 20 times. And my phone was dead by the end of the day. I had a Galaxy S7. I didn't charge it for 3 days. And I still had 50% battery after 3 days.
You have to look at the bigger picture, Jack. You are a PlayStation owner.
Who has an Apple? Okay, so the last good thing Sony made
At least
was the
phone.
talkback thing from Home Alone. You guys
At
remember that?
least the corporation that,
That
at least
was
the,
the last
the Apple
good thing Sony
Corporation,
made.
at least the Apple Corporation isn't built on theft like the Microsoft Corporation.
No,
is.
Apple literally is built
Theft.
on theft.
Theft.
How do you not know how Apple?
Real theft.
Do you not know how Apple and Microsoft split? You know they used to work together, right? You know
Yes,
Apple and Microsoft
because
used to
Bill
play
Gates
teams.
stole from Jobs his ideas.
Negative Ghost Rider.
That is
No,
how
no,
Microsoft
no,
was
no.
built, around the theft of Jobs' ideas.
Hold up, wait a minute.
How many drugs have you smoking?
Stole the technology for a mouse from Xerox.
Boom.
So? No one likes Xerox anyway.
Use that. It's called Google. Get off the Apple product.
Yeah, don't do it through an Apple service. You won't be able to look at it.
I tried to go look it up on my Apple. It's like, this does not exist. Are you sure?
But hey, Nick, you do need. Hey, Nick, let's do this. Let's have you look at Jack's Xbox in the next couple days and see whatever is bugging him. And
That
then
might be the
next
issue,
week
just bad signal.
on the show, we'll talk about why Jack was so wrong after everything's fixed.
Let me explain to you this, okay? I've been playing since I went back to play my PlayStation on World War II. I've turned my X bone on
Xbox.
in legitimately 2 to 3
Xbone.
weeks
Isn't that that
after
dude from
playing
Frisco
on my
that you talked to
PlayStation,
back in
because
the day?
PlayStation is better, and I'm still just as good on Xbox as I am on PlayStation on Call of Duty,
Except you suck.
except for the fact that the servers are such trash.
That's why you're good at Call of Duty.
Doesn't matter.
Because
Because
you're
on
good at Call of
PlayStation,
Duty because the whole
On
game is
PlayStation,
broken.
when you
You probably
shoot somebody on
rock PUBG, don't you?
PlayStation.
I bet you rock PUBG.
No, I hate PUBG. I've never, actually, I can't say I hate it. I haven't actually played it, but I don't want to play it.
That's bad. Oh, yeah, good old Kenneth. But he's a monster, though. He'll camp and kill everybody. Period.
Fact.
Especially teammates.
PlayStation is better. Fact. I have played both. Unlike these two troglodytes, I have expanded my horizons,
Troglodytes.
and I have tried both.
Okay, so guys, I know we like to touch into the nerdy aspect of it, gaming-wise. Jack is a better game player than I am, as I am more the I'll play chess with you, play Risk, or spar
Yeah,
with you.
he'll
I'm
smash
more the
me at those
athletic guy.
things.
I'm more the athletic guy. He's been a gamer forever. I was in the woods a lot more.
Well,
it's a change-up. Like, and he's an athlete too.
I guess
Believe
I
it or
have to
not, this guy can play b-ball like a monster.
I guess I do have to back up a little bit because I was getting a little overzealous. The
A little
Xbox
overzealous?
has its issues,
A little bit?
but it is really good. I mean, it's just, it feels like they rushed it, is what my opinion would be on that.
I
It
don't
feels a
think
little
so.
rushed, like they should have taken a little more time with it, is all. And that the S, and here's the thing, I have the S
Are you
version.
suggesting they should have played with the nipples a little longer before
Hold on,
they
wait,
thrust in?
what did you say, Nick?
Hold on. Can I just point out the PlayStation has released 4 dashboards for the PlayStation 4 that have bricked the system.
I agree, yeah, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Here's
Okay.
the thing, though. What I would saying is,
They're on update 4.6, okay? So all 4 of them updates been problems.
hold on. I'm going to give you an argument that actually I think makes sense here. And what I think actually happened with my Xbox S is that I wound up purchasing it on Black Friday, which means it was a mass-produced product. And I have a
They're all
feeling.
mass-produced.
Well, no, I mean in this
No
particular
one
instance,
hold on. There's no Italian factory that makes Lamborghinis that sits and goes, we are going to hand build this Xbox.
Hold on. You're saying you can close the screen and it shuts off?
well, no, I was just being hyperbolic on that. It does other things.
He's making shit
It
up.
actually did like a rainbow screen. It did like this rainbow screen thing where like a bunch of lines popped up with different colors and then it just like froze and I had to turn it off and turn it back on. I had to unplug it actually. And
Yeah,
then
no,
there's the
I-
instance
I-
with
I-
Overwatch.
Like your dashboard's on a ding, like you didn't get an update or something.
Have Nick go through it. He'll help
Should
you
be out.
out.
I know. Anyways, my point is that what I was saying is my theory with my Xbox One S is yes, mass produced for Black Friday, which means that every factory was overdoing it. They were trying to pump out as much as physically possible.
Well, they make X amount.
As
they
fast
ship
as physically
X amount,
possible.
Problem solved. And the same thing about PlayStation, except PlayStations don't let them fire. You remember your Dreamcast? Do you remember
That
not
was Jesse's.
believing? It was you
That
and
was our
Jesse as a
brothers.
gift. It was both of you guys together as a birthday gift.
It was
You
his,
were
it was
both
mine.
August, and it was a birthday gift for both of you. And they didn't believe that if you turned it upside down, it would burst into flames.
Well, he did believe he could sell it for weed, though.
I know.
And then they turned it upside down, and it kind of burst into flames.
No, it didn't. He sold it for weed.
Well, no, it burst into flames. He still sold it for weed.
So,
At least you have to wait out of it, buddy.
At least you got the weed out of it.
since I don't smoke, that didn't help me any, so I was out my
Yeah,
birthday
yeah.
present.
Because I condone the use of marijuana anyway.
Oh, I totally condone it. No, screw that. You know what? If you need
No.
marijuana, use marijuana. If you like alcohol, drink some alcohol. If you like to smoke a cigarette, smoke a cigarette.
Hell, if you like
I'm
shooting
not
up
gonna
with some
kiss
heroin,
you.
go for it.
No, heroin's gross.
Oh, wait, we don't condone heroin
No,
now?
because it's too unsafe.
Fine.
What's fun? Stop it.
Drugs are bad, okay? Like, look, guys, there's no joke that I like to imbibe in some alcoholic beverages, as does Nick, clearly. And
I like to partake.
Jack here doesn't particularly care for booze. Great. Good for Jack. I'm happy for you. He likes his occasional cigar. I like my occasional cigar. Nick likes an occasional cigar. It's all about doing it in the right portions.
I like portion.
Just like butt sex. It's all about doing it in the right portions.
I was just going to say.
Why?
Because I had to beat him
Why?
to it. That's why. Because I know that's where he's going. You don't want to prolapse, guys. You don't want to prolapse.
You do not want to prolapse. You do not want that to happen. It's rough.
Because then you'll look like Jared from Subway.
You Google that little tidbit right there. Let me know you figure it out.
Don't Google it. No, just trust us. It's not pretty.
Google it, life out of that.
Speaking
Oh,
of
my.
anal probes,
Oh,
now, Jack's all upset, but think about it. We're a show who has an earlier episode literally called Alien Poon. So,
I didn't call it that. I didn't call it that. I objected to that.
but we talked about
I
it at length.
objected to that.
Ad nauseum. We talked about people.
No, I
breaking
did
with
not.
aliens.
You
Ad
talked about it,
nauseam.
and I was just there suffering.
In the dark web. Dark web alien poon.
Oh God.
This should be a new episode. Yeah.
No.
Deep, dark. The brown web. We'll call it the brown web.
No.
The brown tunnel.
Oh God.
The brown starfish.
And the show's over now.
I love how Jack gets all red and upset. Right here. This is
You're
our
too
first
drunk.
episode of 2018. That should
No.
tell you something.
Look. Let's just come to the consensus that Xbox sucks. That's all I'm asking.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, we're talking about alien sex, and you're getting like all gross and being like Xbox sucks. What's wrong with you? You're a sick person.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
I don't know what I was thinking.
man, bear.
My
pig.
bad.
You're bad indeed.
I will step back and rethink my life. I will step back and rethink my life about what.
I know we had a topic to discuss. We've talked a lot of different topics. With
Here's
no
the flat,
topical
the food we
solutions.
never went to.
Hey, no, not true, not true,
Xbox sucks.
not true.
We're gonna
You
be
were just
destroyed by a
full of
skull.
fallacy today.
A giant
maybe
skull
that
rock.
one. Maybe that one.
There's lizards in the earth.
Okay, let's talk about that. Okay, so the lizard.
I have to
Hollow
leave
Earth.
in literally a minute.
Well, I I You can go.
You
can
just keep
take
talking
your
then.
Xbox hating
Take
ass
it away.
the fuck out of the studio for a minute if you need to. Me and Nick will have a conversation about earth lizards.
You know what? Take it away. Take me away. The great escape. No, I'm not good.
What's that?
I don't know. I'm fucking.
I'm usually the one that sings on the show. I don't know why you did that.
I'll believe it.
It's a Mandela effect.
Everyone doesn't drink, baby. Calm down. You don't drink. That's your job. That's your job.
So, did you guys hear the thing about Vladimir Putin saying he saw the Queen of England transform into a lizard?
Did he now? Change my
Oh, I
voice.
didn't hear about that.
No, that's not new either. That's been a while, but we haven't talked about lizard people much on the show. We should probably do that.
So the Queen of England's a lizard person now.
Huh?
Queen of England's a lizard person now.
Crap people. Oh man, we need to get Trey Stone and Matt Parker on the show.
Yeah, I highly doubt they would ever want to be on our show.
I really want to invite some of the bigger YouTube guys on the show, like Logan Paul, because I really want to not have a job anymore.
I actually invited Boogie to do a cameo appearance.
I'd be stoked.
I highly doubt he'll
Boogie's a
ever
cool dude.
answer that. He gets like a million different people messaging
It doesn't
him.
matter. You know what? Like, if he shows up,
Wait, what was that, Nick?
I know him personally.
You actually know Boogie?
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of his stuff.
We all are.
I was so sad when I found out he was getting divorced. I was so sad.
Why are we talking about Boogie's divorce now? How's this a thing? Yeah, we regret to inform you that Boogie 2988 is getting divorced. If you didn't already know, from 4chan and all the hate he's getting online. No, I'm a big fan of Boogie. He's cool.
If you get him on, I'd be
but
stoked.
I would actually like to have Logan Paul on to have his side of the story in a way that makes sense. I'm going to try to invite him. Nick, if you can figure out how to get a hold of him faster than I can, which you probably can, invite him for me. And I want to have
Why
an
isn't
actual
Nick our
discussion
PR guy
with him.
and our electrics guy?
We go back and forth.
If I do a spoof video of the Logan Paul video, they're like a picture of a tailhead hanging in a tree,
If you have a PlayStation hanging from the tree, that would be awesome.
You people are monsters.
We are monsters. We are monsters of men. Now, I have been inviting some people on. It's a new year. A lot of people that I wrote, I'm trying to write their agents and their publicists and said, hey, can you be on the show? It's a lot of, hey, hit us back at the end of after the new year, because I hit them up like at the last 2 months of the year. So we are trying to get some more people on. Guys, if you have someone you'd like to see interviewed on the show or like to hear interviewed in a call-in interview, please email me at vanishinggates@gmail.com with your suggestion. And if you know how to get a hold of them, that'd be awesome too. If you've had personal experiences and encounters, if you've been abducted and probed, any of that stuff.
We can definitely talk about butt sex and other things and then pretend like we're doing something serious if you'd like.
Yeah, we can do that too. But on a serious note, though, we do take things seriously sometimes, guys. Like, you've watched the show by now. We have a big enough following where people know that we're here and there, funny and then serious. We like to be serious. I have a serious guest coming on the show pretty soon. We're going to do a pre-recorded episode with Jim Harold of... Do you know who he is? Jim?
I have no clue.
The Paranormal Podcast. The Campfire.
I don't listen to podcasts.
Oh, man, you should. Guys, Jim Harold's awesome. If you have any podcast format, and download the Paranormal Podcast or the Campfire, or check out his Facebook page, the Campfire page, his ghost stories. And he's also an author. And he's been in the business for like 12 years, 13 years, something like that. He's been in for a long time in the podcasting. He's awesome. Really nice guy. I'm waiting back to hear from him when we can do the interview. He already agreed to it. It's just a matter of doing a pre-recorded interview with him. So that's really exciting. We have our 1-year anniversary episode on the 27th. We'll get a little more serious. Emily from Mystic Rose Tarot will be back in the house doing tarot readings live for you guys. And we might even have Sheila Renee Parker on the phone.
You know, I question whether or not they watch our shows because they're willing to be back on our shows.
That's why they watch the show. They know we're nice people.
Well, they know we're nice people.
Bad taste.
We're nice people.
We're
Nice
nice.
people with nice people.
We're super
We're
nice.
crab people.
We're not crab people.
Yeah, crab people with nice people.
Crab people have no reason to live.
Crab people.
Tad peoples? Pod people? One of the best mystery science theaters.
I'm going to
ever.
play Dark Souls tonight. I got Dark Souls 3.
Are you going to play Dark Souls? Are you going to put it on Twitch? On the Twitch channel?
I forgot how to even activate things, so...
All right, well, I'll give you the Twitch information later.
That's wonderful.
And then you can do that. Because we haven't put anything on Twitch lately because I just totally forgot.
Listen, I'm going to restart because I'm going to start over. I had a friend help me. I'm going to make a luck character, if you will, with swords. Because, and I don't know how to put this, but Dark Souls 3 is not as hard as Dark Souls 1, as the first Dark Souls, but it is
Really?
still ridiculously stupid at the beginning. I mean, it's like, in other words, so let me put it like this. I know how to play Dark Souls, and I wasn't expecting what happened. Like, the first thing that you go to is, and a little bit of spoiler here, You pull a sword out of some dude,
Full spoiler.
and then he becomes
Too late.
a freaking boss. And then you're like 5 seconds in, you're fighting a boss, like a full boss with just whatever they gave you. Good luck. And I actually managed to get it because I always play the Castaway or whatever, the one that's like level 1 with 10 stats all the way down.
Don't even know what that is. I haven't played it.
So I had to fight him with like a loincloth only, a wooden shield that's like just a slat, and then a club.
I would think that if you showed up in a loincloth, he would just quit and leave.
He did, actually. Little known fact. He said, screw this, I'm out.
So I've been playing Assassin's Creed Origins, and so is Nick. Let's do some gaming talk here. That game, by the way, okay, so after the first Assassin's Creed, I didn't play much. I played Black Flag for a minute.
Loved it.
For a minute. When I say a minute, I mean, like, I think I've logged 60 seconds into the game. I just couldn't get into it. This game, though, Assassin's Creed Origins.
Wait, hold on.
Well, let me finish. This game, though, because, okay, I'm a big storyline guy. It's no secret, if you guys watch the show, you know that I love the Metro series. No, you haven't played Metro? You need to. Maybe I'll just buy it for you or something, so you and Jesse can play it. But Metro, great. It's a story-driven series based on a book. Freaking awesome. And I love stealth games. And Assassin's Creed Origins, this game is fulfilling everything except for my desire to kill elephants.
I legitimately lent it to my friend and have not touched it after, like, I played it for like an hour and then I lent it to my friend.
What's that?
And he's had it for like the last month, yeah.
Well, your brother...
I got it day one.
Your brother's probably going to buy it because now you guys are playing.
No, he has it, but my friend got it. I bought it day one. And then I hated it so much, I was so bored, and I was like, here, you can have it.
That game is so good. I love a story-driven game. And the history behind it. Like,
I love loot box-driven games, just like that is.
Origin. No, it's not driven by loot boxes.
Just like Destiny.
No.
Driven by loot boxes?
No.
Playing for loot boxes.
What on drugs are you doing?
Loot boxes.
Says the guy who says he doesn't smoke weed. You're high.
Loot boxes everywhere.
No.
Eververse. Explain the Eververse to me then.
Eververse, yeah, I have some qualms with Eververse.
Qualms with the Eververse? What? I'm crazy about loot boxes.
But it's not play to win.
Really, it's not.
It's not buy to win.
The game's not play to. It's not buy to win at all. You can't just buy better weapons if you had enough money.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
No, you can't. You can buy
ornaments-free
weapons. No, you literally can't in Destiny. You haven't played enough. You cannot buy weapons in Destiny to be better. You can't buy armor. You can buy level 3 armor and infuse armor you already have. They did it right.
Nope.
You can buy shaders for your weapons.
Boom. Nope. Pay to win.
You have not even played the game enough to even have
pay to achieve everything. Besides, the game is boring as shit.
What?
It's like the most boring game I've ever played, other than like,
ladies and gentlemen,
Hello Kitty Island Adventures.
Someone who likes PlayStation.
I prefer Hello Kitty and Island Adventures to Destiny 2. I'm just saying.
You know, Xbox now. All right, Butters. Now, guys, for the record, Xbox can now use a mouse and a keyboard, so... Bye, PlayStation.
Why the hell would you want to do that? Just buy a better system known as a PC. Great, I can use my shittier graphics, my slower system, and on a terrible ass imagery, instead of going and buying a better system.
Xbox One X is better than a lot of gaming PCs out there, unless you're spending a ton of money on it.
Yeah, that are like 10 years old.
No,
totally better than
ones
10-year-old
that are
ones. 10-year-old ones.
Hold on, wait. This guy should have.
We can always go buy a PlayStation 4 Pro and be able to watch UHD. You know, the Blu-rays that they own the technology to, but we can't do that on their Pro system.
Fake K? PlayStation has
no one likes Blu-ray anyways, or HDD. Go buy it in a separate system.
Everyone uses Blu-ray. It's just stupid. We should go back to Betamax.
Don't be poor.
I want a Betamax Xbox. Don't be poor. Because we haven't offended enough people yet. Don't be like us.
Don't be like us. Don't be poor.
Oh,
God.
The views and opinions expressed by the guests on Vanishing Gates do not reflect
the views and opinions of our drunk guests.
Us.
Does not reflect us.
Oh, man. We're going to have 0 views and we're dead. Send your hate mail
to Nick's Electronics.
VanishingGates@gmail.com. R.E. Nick.
All the hate mail.
Send your erotic fan fiction of Vin Diesel to Jack. Vanishing Gates, R.E. Jack.
Nope.
Send all of your weird sunglass pervert pictures to Dave Stock.
Send all your pictures that you made of Paco and glasses to Dave Stock for his background. He's probably got a collage of them.
Oh, right? That's why he keeps asking me to ship him hair particles. It's weird. He's probably got
That is strange.
a Paco
Dave. What's
hair
going
doll
on,
in
man?
his closet.
Do you take his gum
Oh,
too?
man.
Should we send him his gum?
We're bad people. We're bad people. We're terrible people.
Well, yeah.
We're not Mia people, but we're
Look.
terrible people.
The fact of the matter is, PlayStation's a better system, and Xbox isn't as good as a PC, so there's
And
no
the
reason to
Earth
get an
is
Xbox
flat,
ever.
So...
Get a PlayStation and a PC, and you're good. You don't need an Xbox.
Are you
ever.
sterile?
I should be if I have an
You
Xbox.
will be. Yeah, you will be.
Xbox makes you sterile. That's another fact. Fun fact: Xbox sterilizes you. It makes your relationship suck.
Hey, Nick, how many kids you got?
Your wife will divorce you. Your wife will leave you if you have an Xbox. You lose hair. Look, I've started to lose hair because I bought an Xbox.
You were losing hair long before you bought
No,
an
it
Xbox.
wasn't. It was the Xbox.
We can go back on video and watch the old episodes where you have this big balding spot right about Char. You
No,
look like
no,
an
no,
old
no.
monk.
I had had an Xbox. I was thinking about buying the Xbox, and that also causes it. It's much like
Jack
radiation.
starts wearing a yarmulke on the show, it's not because
I'm pretty
he
sure the
converted,
military's
it's
about
because
to like
he's trying to cover
pack
the
all
bald
these
spot
Xboxes
from
into
his
planes and drop
PlayStation.
them on on the people they're trying to kill. So the Xboxes will kill everybody because they're so heavy and big. They just drop them out of like jets or out of carrier craft to kill the entire village with Xboxes with how crappy they are. Because it's like radiation poisoning. If
You
you're
have
near
an
one, you
Xbox.
get radiation poisoning. It's cool.
It's not true.
I know. I'm getting radiation poisoning from an
We're
Xbox.
going to get sued because you're being slanderous.
I am not being slanderous. I'm being factual.
Chernobyl box.
The
So
extra
buy
noble.
the Vanishing Gates Chernobyl box. You too will get...
Also,
Oh, man.
I guess I have to say this. I don't actually. Everything I just said wasn't satire. I don't know if I have to tell people this.
Oh,
but
you
it
have,
is.
you have to say it's satire? They couldn't
I
figure
think I
us
have.
out yet?
Was it satire? I don't know.
Guys, if we're talking about Bigfoot, it's not satire unless we say crude, grotesque things.
And I know that they keep saying they like Xbox, but that's also satire. You have to realize
satire.
that's a joke. Xbox sucks. They're not endorsing it.
Totally joking.
It's just Xbox sucks.
Yeah,
No
we-
endorsing of the Xbox.
We don't like the most powerful gaming system ever known to man. We just don't like
You
it.
do love the PlayStation. I know. It's cool. That's why they don't like the PlayStation. It's because the most powerful
Dude,
system
your
in the world.
PlayStation still uses cassette tapes
Better.
to run games. How does it
Better.
even work?
Real.
It's a reel-to-reel station. That's Sony's new achievement. We're gonna go back and put it on Betamax.
I cannot believe you would compare my system, the PlayStation, to the VCR box known as the Xbox.
The P station. The P
The
station.
VCR
The
box.
P station. P station.
Well, at least my system's not watching you sleep.
Well, that's true. Okay, now let's say they want to talk about is Alexa and technology watching
God,
you
that
while
thing.
you don't know it's watching you, Nick. We should touch on that before we leave because I did want to bring that up. I'm glad you said that.
I do have to go.
Because it's happening.
I have to go.
You're leaving?
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, Jack. I love you.
We love you, Jack. We don't like you, but we love you.
I love you guys too.
Eternally.
Bye. I love you guys.
And don't knock over the system as you walk by it.
All right, so I'll be on tonight. I'm gonna Twitch it out. Maybe you guys see me on Twitch tonight.
So Jack is saying he's going to be on Twitch. He's going to Twitch out.
If I'm not chatting with my
He's
friends.
twitching already. He's twitching. Leaving his soda cup on the... Quit leaving your garbage at the studio.
No.
Wrong with you?
I'm gonna keep doing that. Night, everybody. Love you.
Yeah, bye. Bye,
Xbox
Felicia.
sucks. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Anyway, so
Bye, Nick.
let's talk about like Alexa, like straight up watching people, listening to people.
Oh.
This is a good topic.
Constantly monitoring everything you say around her. Everything, even when she's not up, she's actually monitoring it. Something's gone wrong with her sports or her speech recognition software, and she's been doing some crazy stuff. There's a report of her ordering items on Amazon Prime with your account information without even asking for it.
Well, it's funny because they actually advertise that too, like shop without even trying to shop. Like, well, no, like that's not good for money.
So, yeah, Alexa's having issues right now. They think it's got something to do with Alexa around other devices.
Well, they did that thing too with the Echo, where they put the Alexa and the Echo together. You see that one?
Right.
And they were talking off each other with no human prompt.
Yep.
Okay, Skynet.
Stop talking.
Skynet.
Yep.
Terminator's real.
Yep.
We're toast.
Yep.
That's it. And then on the same note, though, think about it. Like, there's a huge pre-order for those male sex robots.
Oh, I can't wait.
I mean, like, no, really though. Like, there was a big article about it. Like, there's a huge pre-order for these. Like, there was an article. I think it was Vice or something put it out. Like, males will be unnecessary by this time. Like 2 years from now. Like, first of all, sex robots aren't me. You know, so don't worry, ladies. Guys will still be around. They don't last as long. Their battery dies. They don't have the pretty red hair I have or the green eyes that change color.
I wasn't even hardly bleeding when you got that piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. Hardly. But, no, but really, though, the Amazon Echo thing, or the whichever one it is, the Echo and the Alexa, like, they're listening to you at all times. Your phone can listen to you. There was when I worked as a cell phone technician, and this is some years ago, this is like almost a decade ago, a guy had actually hacked into a kid's phone and was able to turn the phone on and off, because you guys have a passive battery in your phones, if you didn't know that, and activate the cameras. And this guy was harassing this they never found out who the guy was. He was harassing this family via the phone. And they even called the cops. And both the mom and the kid's phone was turned off on the table. And the cops are there, and the phone's turned on, and we're messaging back and forth about, hey, the cops aren't going to catch me, blah, blah, blah. So technology's kind of scary, guys. It really is.
So, you don't want to get by. But anyways, I want to say thanks to everybody who tuned into the podcast, the video show tonight.
Yeah.
I know I kind of got off kilter there. And,
Hella.
I've had a great time sitting here tonight with Jay and Jack. Paco is out eating the tacos somewhere, wherever he's at. And, I've had a good time. I know this one got really off kilter. We should probably definitely label this is our channel with adult anyway, so this one here will be on the adult stage. But,
We are NSFW.
next week I'm going to try to come back on the show again. And next week I actually want to talk about some technology that I was reading up on, which would be the new Wi-Fi standard, which is WPA SDK 3.0, which is a new level of encryption that they've been designing here, and that the first couple routers that are coming out with it will come out this spring. And I also want to talk about Linksys' new router that was specifically designed
For the Xbox.
which is kind of nice. And I would also like to read the statement that came from Sony and their butthurt report about why the router gives an unfair advantage to the Xbox. But what Sony doesn't realize is that the way the router works, it actually gives you a separate DNS resolution and a second connection just for Xbox only. So, Sony's a butthurt, baby.
Jack can leave a Sony hate continues.
We'll get Jack the WRN 2000 W Wireless G router for his PlayStation. This shit is so good.
We'll give him AOL dial-up. It's fine. They'll help run his PlayStation forever, indefinitely on the internets. So anyway, Nick.
And if you guys have some suggestions for me and Jay, make sure you drop messages and leave message for him. If Jay doesn't check the Vanishing Gates page, I actually check it every day, probably 20, 30 times a day.
Yeah, me too.
Anything, if you want to address it to Nick, just message Vanishing Gates and say in care of Nick, and I will answer any tech questions that you may have legitimately without being perverted or retarded. And, any help or support you may need, and, give us something at home. Maybe you guys want to start your own podcast or broadcast. But if you need some pointers on that, hit me up and we'll see if we can get you set up free of charge, no problem.
Yeah.
And look forward to the new podcast, fancy new podcast coming back, and we'll get that set up this week here, start getting those up and running. And once again, I want to say thank you, Jay, for having me on the show.
Of course.
Thanks to Jack. Thanks to Paco, who's not here because he's a bastard. Thanks to our viewers, the people who tuned in tonight. time. Thanks for all the shares. Jay, close it out. We'll have a good night.
All right, hey, Nick, thank you again for being on the show, and we'll talk to you, next week probably?
Next week.
I'll probably talk to you tonight, but we'll talk to you next week on the show.
Yeah, I'll see you guys. Good night.
All right, buddy. Night. All right, guys, so that was fun. It's funny. Nick's always good. Don't be offended by anything we say here. We don't mean almost any of the inflammatory shit we say. Actually, we mean some of it, but never all of it. One thing you should know by now with Vanishing Gates, we're here for entertainment, for laughs, to discuss the Fortean, the weird, the unexplained, the paranormal, true crime. We want to talk about pop culture and gaming. That's what we want to do. Nick's always a great guest. It's awesome. We'll be happy to have him back on next week. Jack had to run to go pick up his Wi-Fi from work. But thank you guys for sticking here and watching the show. Thank you for your likes, follows, shares, and subscribes. We are coming up on 1 year, guys. It's been 1 year. Without you guys, we couldn't do a 1 year. We couldn't have got there. There were times this last year where I was like, well, should I just hit the kill button on the show and stop doing it? But it's a passion thing. We've had some great people on the show. We've had some great we have a lot of great viewers. And we've had a really good time. And the feedback is always loved and cared about. So please don't forget to do a feedback on the page. Go to the stars on the page. And if you give us a 5, that'd be awesome on the Facebook. When we go to the podcast format, it's going to be really important for you guys to go and hit all those review things. I know it sounds trite and it's a lot of work. 10 minutes of time is a lot of work, I know, especially when you guys are watching the show. We wouldn't have a show without you, but it's very appreciated by us. Don't forget, if you guys have stories of the paranormal or the weird, if you've been abducted by aliens, this isn't just a joke, like on a serious note, if you've seen Bigfoot, any of that stuff, we want to hear about it, so send us an email at vanishinggates@gmail.com. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, it's @vanishinggates. And check out our Twitch channel, which is the same thing. It's all Vanishing Gates. We do this. Our YouTube channel is also Vanishing Gates, 2 words. So please subscribe there and follow us. It helps us a lot. We appreciate you guys. We're very, very excited for this new year. It's the first show of the year. And I can't thank you guys enough for watching. As always, I am your host, into the weird, the unexplained, the offensive and stupid, quite often, Jay. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks to Jack. Thanks to Paco. Thanks to Nick. I couldn't do the show without you guys. It's super awesome, and thank you for helping me make this dream become a part of my life. And you're part of that too, and I appreciate that. Guys, we'll catch you next week. We'll see you later. Hopefully we'll have some interviews coming up midweek. And I would like to do the show maybe 2 or 3 times a week with interviews, and then do our regular Saturday night show. Again, thanks for watching. Not to be redundant, but catch you later.